Complete shock, complete numbness. I was told yesterday morning I had a telephone conversation with the police, Cheshire Police, and of course I went into complete shock. I didn't understand, I couldn't comprehend, and of course, the phone kept ringing, and of course, the realisation dawned, and we had to get into action. He's left a beautiful wife, Louise, 2 beautiful boys. It's such a tragic loss for the family and, of course, everybody else in Wales as well. I think a lot of people will be wondering why for many years to come. I mean, it is such a tragic loss. He was such a fantastic person, such a beautiful man, such a great footballer and such a great coach. I mean, it's just such a loss. He first and foremost, of course, managed to turn the team around. He was onto a really good streak. I mean, the last performances were just fantastic. His contribution, I think, whilst short, will be long-lived. But Gary was just such a wonderful person. He had such a warmth of personality that whenever he came into a room, he just changed it completely, whether that was with fans, whether with players, or even with the staff. I mean, we were all devastated at the office. We huddled and we just cried together today. At this moment in time, of course, our thoughts are with the family at this moment in time, and anything that we can do to help Louise and the family through this terrible time. That's our immediate focus, and we haven't even started to think about the future as yet. A time will come, but it's not now.
I literally couldn't believe it when I had the first phone call. Couldn't believe it. I really had to ring back and check with Jonathan that what he'd said to me was right. Just totally devastated, totally unbelievable. The nice thing about Gary is that he was such a gentleman anyway, and he was a hell of a nice lad in that sense, but he was totally always the professional. It didn't matter whether he was a player or a manager or a coach or whatever aspect he took himself into, he was shall I say, the professional gentleman at all those aspects, and that's why people liked him. That's why people attached to him. It really was, Gary Speed was. I think it would be fair to say Gary Speed was a guy for the fans, for the supporters, for the public, for not only for the team and the Welsh Football Association, but he was a man for all those aspects of football, and it is all one family of football in that sense. So, this is why everybody is absolutely stunned at the news of this weekend. Welsh football the loss is not calculable at the moment. The promise that we had come in under Gary, I just hope that we can continue the road that we were going along. Gary has set the seeds, and it's such a sad loss that he won't be here to see it to fruition, because I'm convinced that the way Gary was taking our team and everything else, that we had a better chance than we've ever had of qualifying for a major tournament, and that would have been down to Gary Speed. There's no doubt about that. I know that our players can. I really am convinced that they can, and I know the players, they will get together and they will fight for what Gary believed in, and with that I'm hopeful of our future. I really am, because I think the players would like to dedicate any success that they have in the future to Gary and to the legacy that he left us.